Hey guys, today I'm gonna be doing a little bit of a different type of video. These videos have been going around all the time, particularly Shane Dawson, I believe, was the one who started the trend. And I'm sure you're sitting behind the screen asking this question, Paige, why don't you just come up with your own original ideas? And to that I have to say, because I can't. But no, really, some of these theories that I just found out about left me literally shook. I took that from somebody else's conspiracy theory title, and so I had to share them with you. Let's just get right into it, I suppose. So the first conspiracy theory I have to talk about actually has to do with Shane Dawson, and when I put two and two together, I was really scared. Now, you all know Shane Dawson. He's basically the king of the internet. You know, he has his own book, he has his own movie, I think. He has a podcast. He has millions of subscribers on YouTube. He has a pretty big voice. Clearly, that doesn't mean anything, right? I mean, there's tons of YouTubers with massive audiences out there. However, it's interesting to me because Shane Dawson was the one who started the conspiracy videos. And before Shane Dawson started this, a lot of people didn't believe in conspiracy theories. They didn't believe in the Illuminati, which Shane Dawson talks about all the time. And it was just kind of, you know, dying out. We're using more logic, not believing things, until he started making these videos. So basically how the theory goes is that Shane Dawson is actually part of the Illuminati. And I know you're thinking, that's crazy, everybody thinks everyone's part of the Illuminati, but just listen. Shane Dawson used to have very flippy hair. His content was much different. I didn't watch him a ton then, but you all remember that Shane Dawson from a couple years ago. Well, this theory states that when he got his hair cut, it was actually cut by the Illuminati to create this massive public revolt and sort of bring a bunch of attention to Shane Dawson because he just got his signature haircut. And I guess that this was around the time that the Illuminati had kidnapped him and brainwashed him, and that was just a way to get more relevancy to him. And what the Illuminati is trying to do with this is to get him with his huge voice and put out all these conspiracy theories having to do with the Illuminati to make them more popular so that people will fear them more so that they can basically run the world, since nobody was believing in them before this. So yeah, Shane Dawson, if you're watching this, please don't kidnap me and put me in the Illuminati. I am not relevant enough to help you guys out, otherwise I would apply for the job. The second conspiracy theory that I'm going to talk about also has to do with the Illuminati. I haven't heard a lot about the Bermuda Triangle lately until I looked up the Bermuda Triangle the other day, and I found this conspiracy theory. The Bermuda Triangle, if you don't know, is basically like this land in the middle of the ocean. It's supposed to be really scary. People get shipwrecked and lost and all this crazy stuff. Like, nobody wants to go near the Bermuda Triangle. The theory is that the Bermuda Triangle is actually the Illuminati's headquarters, and it's basically under the ocean. So you know the Disney movie The Little Mermaid? Basically, it's a metaphor for the Illuminati, and they're under the sea city and everything. Ariel's supposed to be like one of the members of the Illuminati who wants to get out because she wasn't brainwashed completely and she still had, you know, part of her emotions. She always felt like she wanted to be a human because she didn't want to be a part of the Illuminati, and her dad was so against it. And this is all supposed to be a metaphor for the woman who actually endured this, who actually was the daughter of the leader of the Illuminati. This book was uncovered in her house. She was gone missing. No one has any information about her besides the Little Mermaid story, so they made it into a movie and called it that. So yeah, if you're ever in the Bermuda Triangle area, stay away because it's probably the headquarters of the Illuminati. This one's gonna be surrounded around the common YouTubers Leafy is Here, who's been growing massively amongst these last, you know, year and a half or so, and Keemstar. If you don't know who they are, go ahead and look them up. I'm not gonna sit here and explain, but the conspiracy theory is that they're actually the same person. And this one, I didn't really understand until I saw this video. It's pretty clear. I don't really need to say anything else. Just kidding, Leafy, if you're watching this, please don't roast me. The next one has to do with vegans and aliens, surprisingly. This conspiracy theory really makes my skin crawl because if you guys don't know, at one point I was vegan. And I don't remember that part of my life. The only reason why I know that is the fact that I have vegan videos. I just don't remember any part of that. It's so weird to me. I literally have no memories. That's why I believe in this conspiracy even more than probably any of the other ones. Besides the Shane Dawson one, I know that one's true. The theory is that vegans are actually aliens, and that aliens basically come down to the earth in a parasite form and go inside vegans' brains in order to save our planet. So you know how veganism, the whole process of veganism, like, is awesome. I completely am for the cause. If if this conspiracy theory is wrong, although I don't really know how it works, but vegans are really dedicated to saving animals and saving the earth and preserving the earth, right? Well, maybe not right. The theory goes that aliens are actually vegans because they're trying to preserve the earth so that they can eventually invade and take all of our resources. That explains crop circles, pretty much all the UFOs, everything, right? Because if you just connect it with vegans, it all makes sense. To back this theory up even more, you know Saoirse, that vegan girl that PewDiePie made a video on, she always talks about a core message. A core message. Core. The Earth's core. The Earth's core is said to be extremely hot, I guess, and that's the heat from that leads aliens to our planet because it's supposed to be like the perfect temperature, yada yada yada, because we're so close to the sun or whatever. Put two and two together, I don't know. Could be true. This next one has to do with the Mandela Effect. And if you don't know what the Mandela Effect is, have you been living under the ground for the past 3 years? And no, this thing isn't under a rock, it's actually under the ground. So that's an example of the Mandela Effect. Basically what it is that everyone remembers something happening while others don't. And it's like, that's not actually what happened. It's really crazy. You can look into it for yourself and it really scares me. But this one freaked me out the most. Tomatoes, seemingly harmless. Fruit or vegetable? So if you go and ask anyone over the age of 20 if a tomato is a fruit or a vegetable, they will without fail answer vegetable. I encourage you to go out and ask your parents this, ask your older siblings, just go out and ask someone and I promise you they're gonna answer. And to show you, I'm gonna do my own social experiment right now. Hey, is a tomato a fruit or a vegetable? It's a fruit. No, you're supposed to say vegetable. So as you can see, it's pretty clear that this is obvious evidence for the Mandela Effect. The last one I'm gonna be talking about has to do with politics. Woo! It's basically the theory that Bernie Sanders and Harambe are the same person, animal. When Bernie Sanders kind of let off the race, that's when Harambe was. And it was a cue and a plea to try and get everybody's focus off the election and onto Harambe, and respects to Harambe, but it did not work. And Bernie Sanders is still out of the election. And that's gonna be all the conspiracy theories I talk about today. If you enjoyed this, just give this a like and a thumbs up and... No, I'm just kidding. Okay, obviously none of these are like real. Please don't take offense to any of them. These are just like to make fun of myself and stupid things, and just, it's not supposed to be offensive whatsoever. I love vegans and I love Shane Dawson, and that's all. I love you guys. And I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks.